going to record. We are live. Mic check, mic check, mic check.
Mic check, mic check, mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, please, we want to welcome you guys. You know what? I don't even need to introduce you guys. You know what? We're going to start over. Let me get into my rhythm. All right. Because you're going to be
take your fake
Yeah.
drink. Yeah, sure, he's going to cut it up.
All right.
Your fake drink, alcohol?
No. I got a fake drink?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, this Black Love Again podcast.
Yeah, Black Love Again
Okay.
podcast.
Okay. Start it over. All right. Mic check.
Okay.
Start from here. I like the mic check. Y'all good with that?
Yeah.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Come on, Mike. Come on. Get the mic check. Look.
Mic check.
Listen, we're having a good time here. Welcome to the Black Love Again podcast. My name is Blake the Brainy, and I'm here because I wanted my auntie. I've been seeing her online. She's blowing up on social media from dancing in the kitchen, literally cooking in the kitchen. Her and her husband, Uncle Mike.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna get to meet Uncle Mike for the first time.
Yes,
I
sir.
got a chance to meet Uncle Mike. But I see you guys been showing black love all across the internet, spreading that message, basically. So she came all the way up here to Philly so we can do this interview to not only showcase me, but kind of showcase the world, you know, how they got here, who they are, just a little bit of backstory, and kind of like where you guys are going for the future.
Yes.
So for someone who doesn't know the Durhams, what is the first thing you would tell them about you guys?
The first thing I would tell them is that we're fun.
Yeah.
We love to have a good time.
That's it.
We're real. We just straight up. You ask us, we gonna tell you. So that's who the Durhams are. We have 10 adult children and 12 grandchildren.
So you said I can answer any questions.
You can ask us any
Y'all sure?
question.
Auntie, you know I'm crazy.
Hey, listen, ask us.
Hey,
We good.
If you want to be raw, be raw.
Yes, listen, ladies and
Nah,
gentlemen,
he
they
can't
said-
be brought here nephew.
No, I'm talking about.
No, they said we can keep it raw on this podcast. Nah, all jokes aside. So I'm gonna get into kind of like the first question,
Okay.
which I want to know.
Uh-huh.
How did you guys meet?
Oh, wow. I love this question.
Oh, was it on Tinder?
No.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. I was about to say, oh, Mike, you go on Tinder, baby. Swipe it right, swipe it left.
And you know what? I always be telling him we need to get on these things so we can see if we find each other.
No.
He's
Oh,
like, no, we're not doing that.
No, you might want to find each other on
Right.
Tinder.
He'd be like, let's go on Christian Mingle. Let's
Right.
go on Tinder.
I
Let's
just
go
wanna see how
on
it
Black.
is.
What is it?
Black love. I mean, not black love.
Black
Ready to
Mingle.
love.
Yeah,
Ready
Black
to
Mingle.
love.
Let's say Black Planet. I was say Black Planet is Black Mingle.
Oh, it was
Alright.
Black people mingle.
Yeah,
She
like-
wanted to do all that stuff. I'm like, God, we ain't doing that.
But how we met, I actually, been in Atlanta and I was dating and I was over dating. I was just like, I'm done with these guys. I'm just going to chill, start figuring stuff out. But the great thing about it is I found out who I was, right? So because I've been married before, but I never knew who Crystal Campbell was, right? And so I remember being invited out to this event. And I didn't want to go, but my girlfriend was like, girl, come on, get out. It's going to be nice. It's a commercial they're shooting, and they're launching their new TV show. So I go, and I'm sitting there, and these guys are definitely coming up, talking to me. It felt like I was speed dating. It was speed.
It was on you?
It was on me.
You gotta get-
I was like, no.
Right.
And so
For the record, that was your way of swiping.
that was swipe, right.
No.
So I literally was great leave, right? And it was just starting. So I literally was great leave. And him and another gentleman walk in. Now, I love a guy in a suit because, I'm from up north, right? So, they be suited and booted. Down there, they do the jeans, the pants, the jacket. They don't be suited and booted. So when I seen him and his friend walk in, I noticed his friend, everybody knew. Like, he's a celebrity, right? I was like, he must be a security guard. I said, that's a good-looking security guard, right? I said, that's a good-looking
Or a
security
rapper. Not a
guard.
rapper. You could have been a rapper.
No, he wasn't. Not the way they were dressed.
She's saying I was the security guard.
I know. I might say, or you could have been a rapper because everybody knows rappers are security guards.
Oh, right. So, but when I looked at him, I was like, gosh, he's a nice-looking, put-together guy. So I literally started getting myself together, pulling my dress down, fixing my face,
Right.
fluffing my hair. And one thing that I never did was I never walked up to a guy. I'm a straight-up lady. So I never approached a guy. But this one I was going to approach. So him and this guy walked through the crowd and everybody doing all this, shaking hands and everything. and they came to a stop. So I got myself together. I tell you no lie, I went, fixed myself up, and I strutted across that floor. And when I got to him, he was standing there with a glass of champagne because they were celebrating. And so I said to him, I know you're not drinking and driving. And so he was like, if I am, I can handle myself. I said,
oh, instantly. I see you right with the witty comeback. Okay.
It was quick
So,
and easy.
He was. And so from that night, we talked all night long. We talked. And then I think on his birthday, like 2 weeks later, we went out on a date. And we talked for 2 hours. And for one thing that I've never done was share my story. I told him every single thing about me. And I let him know that if he dated me, I was a whole, complete woman. I know who I am. And we dated, and we got married 2 years later.
Well, before we get to the marriage 2 years later, after that, Mike, when she came up to you, she got herself together. What were you thinking when she approached you?
What was I thinking? I was like, okay, who is this? And why is she coming over here? I'm just a regular dude.
Right.
I ain't no Denzel.
She thought she was.
I thought it was.
So, I mean, and then she just like, after that, like she said, 2 weeks later, we had met. And she said we was 2 hours in the restaurant. We started early. That restaurant, we got there about 7 and we closed the restaurant down. It was like midnight or close to
Yes.
1 in the morning. We were sitting there talking and she was telling me everything. I mean, she just opened up.
Right.
And I just sat there and listened.
Those are the best dates, kind of like, I always say the best dates is actually when you get a chance to really just talk and get to know each other. My
Right.
favorite date is actually, let's just go take a walk and talk.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You're not trying to impress each other with any exterior,
Right.
things right there. It's just like, okay, do you stimulate my mind with the conversation? Are we feeling each other? Is the vibe there? So we're having distractions from a movie, from a dinner, which is all those things are great, which you'll get to, but I think just regular authenticity, like you said, this is me. This is who I am. You either take it or leave it, and obviously you took it for 8 years.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You guys so I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. So you guys went through that whole process of courting, got married 2 years later.
Yes.
You guys have been married for how long now?
8 years now. We got married 2015.
Correct.
2015 of June.
Okay, how'd you pop the question? I mean, she approached you, so look, she gave me this great story. How'd you pop the question?
Wait.
This,
Okay, I need to know, because I don't have a zoom in or zoom out, so I need to know like how much I can come forward. Like,
Right there. Hey, look.
Where
right.
I'm not on camera.
I can tell you. Come back. Right there. That's
Right here,
your.
is
That's
that
your
far I
end.
can go?
Yep. That's it.
well, don't forget also, like, you're creating like just a BTS. So even if it's like a minute and a half, you're gonna be putting pieces together. So if you get just different angles from boom, 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 boom.
That's what I was saying, but I don't. She's using this,
I got you.
so I can't be on this camera.
Okay.
So don't go past this right here.
Even if you went
I
down.
come here,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Just
See the camera
Yeah.
a little bit. See the camera. You have to back all the way up. You gotta move the TV back,
I can put a TV.
please.
That gives her more walking
Yeah, the rhythm, the rhythm goes. The rhythm goes.
Right, we had the rhythm going. Joy, watch your plug. Watch your
I know
plug.
that's
Just turn it over.
Otherwise,
Join it right
I
there.
would just have the same shot as this camera right here.
There you go.
Turn the opposite way. Opposite way.
Oh, yeah.
Opposite.
No, she's actually
Opposite.
not just
There you
filming,
go, Joy.
She's going to use this too.
You plan
Okay.
on using this one? Camera for?
Yeah.
She want this footage too to edit with that.
Yeah.
But that's what I always thought I was talking about different shots. If I stayed
Okay.
there, you won't have different shots.
Okay.
Is there
Okay.
another lens in there?
I got
Another light. She got another light in there.
No, I was saying
Lens.
lens.
Oh, another lens.
Camera lens.
Okay.
You need another lens for that camera. What kind of camera is that?
Well, honestly,
Canon EOS.
What kind of lens do you need?
no, that's not another. You don't need another. You not get another lens on there because it's a steady cam,
Gotcha.
and it'll be too heavy if you put a semi to it. I guess you're good. You're good. You rock out. So I mean, if you just mix those two angles,
Yeah, even
you'd
if
be fine. In that
okay.
case, could have just put the other little camera on the tripod and say we had two angles, so we had to move. But it's all good. I didn't know you was using this camera for.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that looks good regardless.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We had a flow. Dang. What was
Y'all
we
get
at?
back in
It
there.
was at,
Yeah.
It was at his part.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I did both.
Yeah. So before we get to that,
This won't be up here, will it?
What?
Wait a minute.
That right there.
the time. and
No.
all that,
Time on it.
No.
Okay, we're just sure.
But before we get to me popping the question, she really fell in love with me when I took 15 kids to Tuskegee.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
I was like, Tuskegee's homecoming is coming up. So, would you like to go along? And she's like, with the kids? I said, yeah, bring them. And I was like, my children got dear friends coming, so bring them on. Took 15 kids to Tuskegee homecoming. We was down there, walked around. We went in the bookstore and they was like, can we get in there? I said, yeah, get what you want.
Baller.
Get what you want. They got hats, t-shirts, and a bunch of other stuff. So she was like, are you okay? You spending money like this? I said,
They ain't cheap in the college now.
Oh,
No.
They
No.
$80 for that.
Yeah. So, but she was like, you gonna get all this? I said, yeah, and then we're gonna go to the game and we're gonna eat. After we leave the game, we're gonna go eat.
Right.
And she was like, okay. So after we left, and then 2 years later, like you said, how did I pop a question? I was like, let me see if I can remember this. 'Cause
Okay.
we was at my place.
Okay.
We was at my place, and I had just lost my job, right? Just lost my job, and I said, Betty, let's just get married. Let's just get married.
Now, what did you feel in that moment to make you say that at that point?
At that point,
Yeah.
I knew she loved me, and I loved her because we're family people. We love the bond of family. So when I took the 15 kids, she just gravitated towards me, and I gravitated towards her because we both grew up in big families.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yeah, she the one. And then the funny thing was, my buddy that I went to the event with, he's like, Mike, she gonna be your wife. I was like, nah, man, quit playing.
Right.
But he's like, yeah, she gonna be your wife.
There it is. See, look,
Yes.
Uncle Mike, that's what you do. You know.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna move it forward, right? Because we know we got the folks out there we're gonna dive into because the name of the podcast, you guys, the brand is Black Love Again.
Yes.
Now, have both of you guys been married before?
Yes.
And if before, like, has it been, once, twice, 3 times? Tell me a little bit.
I was married 3 times before. I got married young with my children's father, and then I got married again, like probably about 3 years or 2 years later, and then I got married again. So I think each one, I can't remember. I need to look at the documents.
Oh, did she take this on the first day
They
too?
went-
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
Like I
can't.
said,
Took everything.
She was an
Yes.
open book.
Yeah.
And I promise, I said to myself, I'm gonna look at these documents to see what was the time of these marriages.
I would have asked it.
Because I don't, right.
Right.
I don't know because it just went. You understand what I'm saying? But one thing that I did, I learned a lot out of each marriage. Each marriage was different. It was good till it wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? Each marriage taught me, made me stronger. No matter what it was, it helped me to be the best woman that I am today. But one thing I did know, when people say, you gonna get married again? Yes. And because I know I'm a good wife, right? And I know that I can really love a man strong, and I can get a man to love me that way. So I never gave up on love.
Absolutely. Uncle Mike?
Been married once. Was I gonna get married again? I
No.
told her no. I told her no simply because it was everything that I had gone through with my first wife. It was just hurtful. It was very
I didn't
hurtful.
want to feel that pain.
Because I didn't want to go through that pain. I didn't even want to venture down that alley again because when you go through hurt, you feel it, and then you say, do I want to do this again? Is it worth doing it again? And on top of that, before we got married, my brother had died. 11 months later, my best friend died, and I was like, oh, I can't deal with this. I can't do this.
Yeah.
So we broke up.
Yeah, we separated for a couple months.
We broke up. No, I thought it was because Nadia always says it was a year.
It wasn't a year. It was probably a couple months we broke
Yeah.
up. Because when he was going through that, and it's 2 years, I'm like, I started feeling like, well, his friend died, his brother died. What if he died before we get married? So I'm like, we need to get married. And he's like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. So I said, okay, well, I'm not a girlfriend.
Right.
I'm in my 50s. I'm not about to be a girlfriend for 2-3 years. We're not doing that. We didn't live together, so it wasn't like we had to go get and so we separated. But the thing about it is when we separated, every single week, because when we got together, we promised our children that no matter what, they will always be brothers and sisters. So he had to bring his children over to my house every other weekend and on holidays. So we spent holidays, even if I was dating somebody, we all spent holidays together. My mom would come, my mom would say, "What? I thought y'all broken up. Why is he here every other
Was
weekend?"
you there with the other guy?
Yeah, one time.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn, you got there. Yo.
Yeah.